This video will discuss a way to bring your chapter together while working toward a common goal. It's NSSLHA's Chapter Honors program. NSSLHA's Chapter Honors is the main way for National NSSLHA to celebrate all the work NSSLHA chapter members are doing, and it's a terrific way to bring chapters together to work towards common goals. By earning chapter honors, chapters not only raise awareness of their chapter, but also highlight their academic program and the audiology and SLP professions. To earn chapter honors, chapters must meet 6 requirements. More than likely, chapters are already on their way to earning chapter honors before they know it. First, chapters need to be affiliated with National NSSLHA. To check if a chapter is affiliated, they just need to go to NSSLHA's website, www.nssla.org/chapters/affiliated chapters, and look for the affiliated flag next to their school's name. If they don't see the affiliated flag, they're not affiliated for this academic year and need to fill out the chapter affiliation form, also found on the chapters page of the NSSLHA website. Second, chapters need to post a short, about 50 words, update each month from September through March on the NSSLHA member community about what their chapter accomplished that month. The update can simply be an overview of the work, the activities, or the events they've worked on. If there's a photo to go with the post, that's even better. If a chapter misses a month, they can do makeup work simply by creating an individual post for each month they forgot, labeling it with the correct month, and then posting in the community. For an example, if a chapter remembers in November that they forgot to post in October, they can backdate the October post. They just need to make sure to only submit 1 post per month because we require a unique URL for each month's post in the application. It's important to note that only posts made in the community count. Instagram posts cannot replace a post, though we do love to see pictures included. The third requirement is to maintain a percentage of national members in the chapter. This percentage depends on which level of chapter honors they're trying to reach. Gold requires 30%, silver requires 20%, and bronze requires 10%. If a chapter needs to find out how many of their chapter members are national members, they can email nssla@asha.org, and the national office will send them the list of national members we have on file from their program so they can compare it to their own records. The fourth requirement is for chapters to get involved in their community. This can be through volunteering in a clinic or at an event, participating in a fun run or walk, donating money to their favorite CSD organization, or raising awareness of our professions on campus or virtually. A great time to do this is during World Hearing Day in March, or Better Hearing and Speech Month in May. We have ideas for activities and events on our website. For gold and silver chapter honors, 2 activities are required. For bronze, 1 activity is required. More often than not, chapters are already doing activities or are planning on doing activities, a ton of these throughout the year. The 5th requirement is for chapters to participate in at least 1 legislative activity. This can be through Student Advocacy Day in the fall, sending take action letters during a chapter meeting, or if chapters really want to go for it, they can collaborate with their state association on a state advocacy event. Our website has many ideas submitted by chapters of how to really engage. Why is it important for chapters to get involved in legislative advocacy? As a professional, you're going to have to advocate for your clients, their treatment, and the professions. So we want to start training students now. For gold chapter honors, 2 activities are required. For silver and bronze, just 1 activity is required.
The 6th requirement is for chapters to participate in 2 DEI activities. This can be through many types of activities aimed at facets of diversity and inclusion. Our website has many specific activities and previous events submitted by chapters on how to really engage. Why is it important for chapters to get involved in diversity, equity, and inclusion? As a professional, you'll need to be versed in cultural competency, cultural humility, culturally responsive practice, and diversity, equity, and inclusion in order to support the wide variety of clients and patients that will be seeking your services. By participating in DEI events, you'll practice cultural competency and cultural humility. 2 activities are required for gold, silver, and bronze level honors. Finally, the 7th requirement is to make a donation to the NSSLHA Scholarship administered through the ASH Foundation. Chapters need to be sure they're donating to the NSSLHA Scholarship, not one of the ASH Foundation's other scholarships, in order for it to count. A $200 donation is required for gold, $100 for silver, and $50 for bronze. By helping this fund grow, chapters ensure CSD grad students continue to get financial aid.
Chapters who apply for Gold Honors can also apply for Chapter of the Year. Chapters applying for this honor will answer more questions about their recruitment, National NSSLHA membership, advocacy, fundraising, and diversity, equity, and inclusion. The selected Chapter of the Year receives extra recognition in May when honors are announced and is also highlighted at the next convention. The Chapter Honors application will open at the start of the academic year in September. This way, chapters can update and store documentation of their activities throughout the year, then submit when it's due in March, and not have to remember everything they did through the whole year during just a few days at the end. There's quite a bit to include in the application, so we highly recommend chapters open the application early in the fall to review what's required. Applications will be due March 31st of next year, and awardees will be announced in May. Now let's talk a little bit about the application itself. For the chapter affiliation requirement, you just click a box confirming the chapter is affiliated, and the national office will confirm this with our records. For updates in the National NSSLHA member community, chapters will need to provide the links for each individual post from the community into the application. Again, this is one of the main reasons we recommend chapters start their application at the beginning of the academic year, so they can just copy or paste each link as they complete each community post. That way they don't lose track of the links. For the percentage of National NSSLHA membership, chapters will need to include the number of total chapter members they have, as well as the number of National NSSLHA members. We will confirm this with our records. For the community outreach and legislative advocacy requirements, chapters will need to write a brief 200-word description of each activity. You can describe the planning process, activity, and result, whether that's the number of attendees, amount of money raised, etc. For legislative advocacy events, we'll also ask them to guesstimate how many take action letters were sent by their chapter total, but it's not required. If you have a picture of each event, we ask that it's included in the application, but again, that's not required. For the NSSLHA Scholarship donation, chapters will need to record how much they donated to the NSSLHA Scholarship through the ASH Foundation. Again, be sure you don't donate to one of the Foundation's other scholarships, and include a copy of the donation receipt. The National Office will confirm this with the ASH Foundation. So what do chapters get by earning chapter honors? Depending on which level they receive, they'll get an e-badge to use on their chapter's website and social media, a custom press release to share with their program, university, and local community to promote their chapter's success. This helps raise awareness and prestige of a chapter, program, and the professions within the communities and campuses. Typically, if a member or chapter attends convention, we give them a special chapter honors ribbon when they stop by the NSSLHA Lounge. We're looking forward to seeing everyone this year. Recognition on NSSLHA's website and the NSSLHA Updates e-newsletter, and free giveaways for chapters who achieve gold. The Chapter of the Year award is selected based on above and beyond commitment to chapter, members, National NSSLHA's goals, and the professions. On top of all these great prizes, the Chapter of the Year also receives a plaque. Ultimately, by achieving chapter honors, chapters bring more recognition to their programs, their chapter, and the professions. And they bring a group of people together to work on and accomplish goals that'll look great on their resume.